Secretary of State Michele Reagan, and I have with me today County Supervisor Clint Hickman of District 4, and last year you were chair of the corporate, getting a little bit of a breather.
I was all swollen with power, and now I'm just a regular supervisor again.
And you know, I just have to say, during the election year, our office gets a lot of threats, and people say, you know, I'm going to send you a bucket of you know what to your office. And what did you bring me today?
It's hard to believe, but yeah, that's one of our many products at Hickman Family Farm. So we're always concerned what comes out of the backside of a chicken. We sell both, so eggs as well.
I heard that this was great fertilizer, and I actually asked for some of this. So thank you for bringing it to me. This would be chicken excrement, correct?
It would be pelletized chicken manure. That's great for roses.
I could say that Supervisor Hickman is the only one who's ever actually brought a bucket of you know what to my office.
Hermetically sealed.
And that brings me to your other life and what you do besides being a supervisor. Yeah. Hickman Farms, I mean, you're huge. No, not just in the West Valley, but around the state. And I buy your eggs.
Well, thank you, Secretary of State. I appreciate it.
How do you balance that, having this big business and all the employees, and then being a supervisor?
Well, it's pretty easy. You know, I stepped out in the public arena about almost 4 years ago now to take over for Max Wilson, who was former supervisor, and he retired due to health reasons. So I thought it was incumbent. I was spending a lot of time at the legislature representing our family, farming, agriculture.
When I was at the legislature, I remember you walking the halls.
There was a chicken bill.
There was a chicken bill.
So because of that, I started getting a little bit of a taste for it and figuring, well, if I'm down here anyway, might as well represent some people. This job came up. I was a child of unincorporated areas. Most farms are in unincorporated Maricopa County. And I felt that there was a need for having that voice heard. So put my name in the hat, was appointed, and I've since won 2 elections now.
What I like about you and people like you who serve is you're serving because you want to, not because you need to. Because obviously your real life is helping subsidize the service that you give to our county.
Yes,
so thank you for that.
Everybody continues to eat eggs, so I can afford to do both of these jobs, and I hope I'm doing them well. So far so good. I'm enjoying it.
You're doing a great job, and you have the Hickman family egg roll. That is getting bigger and bigger every year. I know I was out there a couple years ago, and you said it's grown since then. Tell us about the egg roll. It's around Easter.
Yeah, it started off, I don't know if we're still calling it the governor's egg roll. Former Governor Brewer attended all 3 years when she was governor. And it's just basically inviting a lot of people, residents and families to the West Side. Free event. It's at the Wigwam every year. And it keeps growing, and to the point where we're kind of outgrowing the footprint a little bit, and we're looking at other options as well as the Wigwam. You were kind enough 2 years ago to come out and be the acting governor, and I really appreciated that. You brought your stuffed puppies with you.
I did.
They won the best dressed
competition.
They did.
And keeping in the Reagan tradition.
Exactly.
They won best dressed, but yeah, I dressed up those little dachshunds as little chickens. And Easter egg baskets and everything.
Somehow that got to the judge's heart. So those puppies won. So, and thanks again for that. And we hope that you'll always attend.
Well, and I'm definitely, we've got it in my calendar for 2018 because I know that it is. It was fun watching all those little kids do the egg roll, and I actually wanted to do it too, but I think they said no adults allowed. So, hey, why don't you show our viewers what I gave you? You gave me a bucket of stuff,
so
and
apparently, as we're exchanging gifts on camera, I brought you a bucket of manure, and you gave me a State 48 t-shirt, a limited edition.
Those are limited, yes. They were done for the state, and the Capitol Museum had them for a while, and the State 48 is really kind of picked up.
It's blowing up, so it looks like a nice little copper hue to it. I appreciate it. In fact, I saw a bumper sticker today.
Isn't it?
And so that
I'm telling you
that
the brand, the theme is getting out there. State 48.
If
so
you could have just made that oval instead of an O, that I'd wear it a little more often. But
I'm sure you have too many egg things already.
Never enough.
Well, thank you so much for agreeing to be part of our program, and it's fun highlighting some of the different people in government and in politics in Arizona, and Clint is certainly one of them that adds a lot. So thank you.
I appreciate the opportunity to keep up the good work, Michelle. You're doing a great job, too.
Oh.
It's nice to be in this little historical building, and Secretary of State, I hear you do such a great job that sometimes you even mop floors here. But that's just a rumor. Thanks for saving the state money.
I have had to fill some of the bathrooms with supplies, again, one weekend when there was a big event down here and nobody to do it. So yes, we do a little bit
That's
of everything.
called service and passion for the state. I appreciate it.
I don't have to do that all the time, though. Thanks for visiting our Capitol Museum.
Thank you.